Nerdrotic.com.
Hi. Hello. Hello. How's everybody doing? It's time for the member stream. Long overdue. First one of 2022. Did not mean that to rhyme. This one will be posted on Nerdrotic Live. And I might even do it while we're live, but later. So you guys can have some peace and tranquility in the chat. I was going to do it up at first, but I'm like, I want them to have some peace and tranquility in the chat. Not that the regular chat's going to be that bad, but you never know. You never know around these parts. I know it's surprising. Some people don't like my channel. I don't know why. I think I'm okay. Hail, everyone. So here comes the link. Have your headphones on. Have your questions, comments, concerns, compliments ready. And let's do this. We can go till noon. And then I have to go do some packing. I got to make sure I put in the right link. Hang on. That's the one I want. And there we go. So I just read Superman Red and Blue, or Blue and Red, whatever the hell it was. And they they imply that Superman gets tortured with a baton up his poop chute. DC Comics, man. DC Comics. I have not watched I'm going to watch Cobra Kai tonight. Everybody's raving about it. So I'm going to watch it this evening. We got some people here. That's good. Let's do this. We got Cash.
Hello.
Hello. We got
Hello.
Matt. We got Stetson's Gold. We got Stargate. What's up, party people?
Hello. Is this mic working?
It sounds like it's working.
Thank the Lord.
What's up, party people?
What's up?
Max, I hope your internet is okay because you look pixelated. Someone screen cap that.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry about that, guys.
It's all right.
Your audio is actually sounds good.
Yeah, it seems fine to me.
Okay.
Yep. And we have
Happy
Jace.
New Year, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Rayon. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we could fit in, I think it's like 10 or 11 people, and then we'll rotate out.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Hello.
Hey.
All right.
Bunch of new faces.
Yeah, new faces. That's good.
Hey, Gary.
Hey. How's it going?
Good.
Doing pretty well. Pretty well, actually.
I've got
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Made it to 2022.
Yeah, or
Yes,
It won't be a
that's
copy
right.
and paste.
or as Viva Frey says, 2020 Part 2.
Yeah, the sequel.
Yeah, the sequel. The one we
I
didn't
thought
want.
2020 Part 2 was 2021.
It still feels like 2019.
The year I
This
turned
2020 Part 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
I agree.
Jesus.
I think 2019 is still going. It's ridiculous.
History just on
I-
pause.
Yeah,
I disagree. 2019 had a great economy, and we clearly don't have that. So
that's true. That's true. Not anymore. Yeah, right when I bought a house too. That's great. Wow.
Now you got a new house, brother.
Good thing I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, this is the only room with stuff in it. Everything else is empty here. It's pretty sad, really. I'm sleeping on a mattress on the floor. Feels like the old days. Feels like the old days. So, well, yeah. I mean, like, these go pretty much like my streams. No planning. We're just gonna go around the horn, see how everybody's doing. We'll start with Cash.
Yo,
Yo.
just having a good holiday. Well, now the holidays are over with the sad cold times, which I'm good with.
Are you watching the Chiefs playing today?
Yeah, I was about to get up and go watch it at the bar, but then I saw the stream was live. So I was like, fuck. All right. So I'm going to do this for half of the game, and then I'm going to go catch it here and get some lunch. Outside, I'm just buying some hot toys. Like, fucking Sideshow kept putting out new little, like, hey, here's $20 off this. Here's $20 off that. So I got like 4 more on the way. So
It's a sickness.
yeah, well, I'm up to like, I got my Gambit, the 160L 90s Gambit last week, and I got Captain America, Fat Thor, Rocket, and Star-Lord on the way.
As got Fat Thor as well. I refuse to get it. I will not acknowledge Fat Thor's existence.
That's the worst part of that movie.
God,
Never existed.
They hate it, but I get everybody's complaints. But the figure itself looks badass.
Why don't you like him, Gary?
So I saw.
Oh, why don't I like Fat Thor?
Yeah.
Because it is emasculating Thor.
Well, yes.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
not as horrible as like some of the other shit the MCU's done. Like, I don't know, take
Same movie, A-Force.
I saw some promotional pictures from. I was just going to say, I saw some promotional pictures from Thor: Love and Thunder, and Thor looks like he's in better shape. So I don't know if they're going to bring Fat Thor back or not, but we'll see.
Roided it out, bro. Yeah, he's massive.
Yeah,
he is really massive now.
Kind of expected.
Remember Taika Waititi had to come out and tell people that Chris Hemsworth was going to be the star of Thor: Love and Thunder.
I still have my doubts.
And then the Disney overlord said that's not going to happen.
Big doubts.
And then I saw the poster.
Star in the sense of like Hawkeye was the star of his show.
Oh, was Hawkeye the star?
He was the
I thought the dog had more fucking screen time.
I thought it was Kate Bishop, the show, or something.
Or Star as it pertained to Neo in the new Matrix movie.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh,
that movie does not exist for me. There's only one Matrix movie.
Yep. That is correct. I didn't even want to review it. I was like, I'd have to watch it again, and there was no way.
I was actually about ready to start filming my review of the Matrix, and then I saw that of the new Matrix, and then I saw that this was live, and I'm like, I'll do it later. It's not that.
Gosh.
I know one person who said he liked it. He said it was just behind the first Matrix in all of the Matrix movies.
Oh my
but
God.
if I describe this person, he would be the type of person that would like that. So
would like to make
Kick me a dick instantly.
It's like I do have an old friend who loves The Last Jedi, so he thinks that's one of the best Star Wars movies ever made.
Yeah,
I saw a meme that perfectly encapsulated the franchise. It's like the horse meme. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, where it's like it's just the one with the anal plug, the resurrection to the anal plug. I love that.
Yeah, my view on the Matrix was that this fourth one is like, if you're a fan of the first one, you're gonna hate it. If you're a fan of all three, you're still gonna hate this one.
Yep.
My review just in private to friends was like, well, it's not as bad as the Many Saints of Newark. But again, that's like a super low bar.
I heard. I mean, I was never. I watched the first couple seasons of Sopranos and just kind of tailed off. It wasn't bad or anything. I wasn't watching a lot of TV at that time. So how bad was that?
The Many Saints of Newark.
Yeah.
It was just it was nonsensical partially, but it was also, and the Matrix did this a lot too. My big problem with a lot of these remakes is they bash you over the head with nostalgia to where it's like, hey, do you remember this callback? And that's kind of what the Matrix Resurrections was. And then that's what the Many Saints of Newark was, but like in reverse, since it's kind of a prequel, and just none of the characters really made sense. And it was supposed to be like a Tony Soprano origin story, and he was only in the movie for like maybe 20 minutes tops out of like 2 hours. So
well, I think David Chase wanted to talk about this historical event, these riots, but he wanted to do it in a separate movie. So instead, he incorporated it into this, and so it felt very like a mishmash and not really knowing what it wanted to be, and everything was rushed. If it had been a series, maybe they could have fleshed out more things, but it felt very rushed with this extra riot storyline that came in.
So it was a total virtue signal, like say, I don't know, Watchmen, the series.
Yeah.
When you felt like that.
Well, that's what they're having. They being Hollywood has to do now. Like these original, it sounds like somebody wanted to do an original story on these riots, and they're like, let's incorporate it to something with a brand, because these things won't sell on their own. That's what a lot of this is. They're just piggybacking. Jeremy said it. A million people have said it over and over again that woke. They can't create anything. They can only hitch their wagon to something until they destroy it. But it's all about the message first. So as long as that message gets out there, if we kill a Captain America, an Iron Man, a Spider-Man on the way, all good, no problem.
If it's one thing I gotta thank Hollywood for is opening my eyes to other platforms and mediums like manga, like all these other shows, Arcane, Love, Death, and Robots, and so forth. It's really opened my eyes, and I've been addicted to manga ever since. So I gotta thank Hollywood for that one.
Yep.
And the Korean stuff as well is
very
very good.
I've been watching like all these B movies from the 80s just because like even the B movies are better than what exists now.
That is so true.
Yeah.
That is
I think Gary said it best, if I remember correctly. It's like our future entertainment is in the past. I've been watching a lot of movies in the past that I've learned to enjoy and to thank for. And I gotta thank Every Frame of Pause because they've opened my mindset to objective versus subjective writing and character creating and so forth.
Yep.
What's kind of funny is one of the heavy criticisms of the Ready Player One sort of book and movie is why is there this big obsession with the 80s and the movies of the past? Don't they have things of today? And then I look at the stuff today and I'm like, you know what? I understand. I understand why people would look on the past and look on it fondly, because if the entertainment of 2040 is anything like the entertainment of 2020, then I completely understand.
Yeah, there's nostalgia for story and nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. So that's also opened my eyes to comparing the two. And that's why Spider-Man is doing so good, because it's nostalgia for story's sake.
It's certainly an era. It's going to be remembered as an era, not a good era, but the era of woke, and even seeing that new Doctor Who, that's going to be regarded. We say we haven't been in a proper era for the last 20 years, but this will certainly be regarded, hopefully not fondly, but it's certainly a thing, and it just happens to be crap.
I feel so bad for everyone who lives in Norway, because the movie got delayed to the 14th of January. So a lot of people in Norway did not get to see the movie.
Oh no!
Such a shame.
So Andre also got really fucking pissed off with that shit.
I bet.
So me and him got really pissed off. But I was lucky because one of my friends works at the cinema, so we did kind of something illegal, kind of. We watched the movie. We didn't want to wait.
Good for you.
Well, it's payback for Dune. For we had to wait a month for that, so now you have to wait a month for Spider-Man.
No, but they blame the coof. They blame the coof, and they were showing every other movie like Matrix, Premiere, and everything else was fine, but not the Spider-Man movie. Everything else was fine.
They wanted to help the narrative.
That was like a really weird decision.
You had mentioned something earlier about eras, like what era is this, or like what era like modern cinema is. And we're having that same conversation within comic books right now, where it's like, you have the golden era, the silver age, the bronze age, and then the modern age hasn't really changed. Like, what's this age, because modern technically could be 90s up until now, but that's 30 years worth of comic books, so
the entertainment.
I wonder. Yeah,
it's paradigm shift. It's a decline and a paradigm shift, and some forms are going to stick around, but they're not going to be the form of entertainment. It was funny. There was that guy who put up that TikTok the other day, the one good one that came up. The guy was talking about Generation X, and he was like, "Hey, we didn't trip on all this shit. We were into racism," and he pretty much blamed it on social media, and it's true because our social media back. Us Gen Xers were the last generation before the internet. Was our social media was music, was our entertainment. So our thoughts, our fears, everything went into that, and that's how we communicated and gathered with each other, and that's why it was so good. But right now, music isn't important. Comics are on the decline, and then they're being replaced by manga here in the States, and that's been going on. For 20 years. It just kicked into gear in the last few.
Every store that I've been to that has a book section, Barnes and Nobles, Walmart, Target, all these places, it's always been manga, especially not only in the millennials, but in the Zoomer generation too. Those sections have been packed with people just looking for stories and escapism.
Well, it used to be a subculture, and now it's become, it's somewhere between that and mainstream. Because now it is the option to get the stories and the tales of the hero's journey. Now you go manga.
Don't worry, Netflix is trying to ruin that for all of you.
Yeah. Well, I always say when I'm out with friends and whatnot that I'm a Gen Xer trapped in a millennial's body, just like how a lot of these people say that they're men trapped in women's bodies, or vice versa or whatever. But that's how I feel, because as millennial, I'm turning 27 in January. I relate a lot more to Gen X just in general in terms of culture than I do millennials and Zoomers, because we really don't have a culture of our own. Sadly, it's all just woke stuff.
Where is the dividing line between Gen Z and millennial? Because I'm 22. I don't know if I always thought of myself as Gen Z.
I'm 38.
If you turned 18 in the year 2000 or something.
Yeah. I've heard that
it's like that's a window.
Yeah, I've heard the
it's
window
variable based on who you talk to.
I'm 38, that is also true. And technically I'm a millennial, but I always just say I grew up during the Nintendo generation, and that's it.
Yeah. The dividing line for a lot of people
a boomer than anything.
is 95 to 96 is usually the line that people draw.
I was born in 95, so I guess technically I could be considered a Zoomer. I don't know.
I'm 95 myself, so
pretty close to But essentially that's sort of that idea that you're talking about people that went to high school and college right around the turn of the century. That is the millennial. So that is when they were becoming adults, or at least the first stage. And that was when they were supposed to start doing their thing, taking over.
Right.
And Gary has talked at length about this, about how because I'm Gen X too, I don't actually have a family, but I would say I know from friends, from people that I know, from people that I work with, the amount of Gen Xers that just didn't contribute to any solution, so the problem just crept in and took over because we weren't doing the things that all the counterculture stuff that I know the people talked about. It was like, yeah, they would talk about it, but they wouldn't do a damn fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well, during Gen Xers grew up so a lot of us were kids in the 70s because it goes from like mid 60s to mid 80s, right? So it's 20 years. And the baby boomers were like this, they were baby, but there's a lot of them. And their generation kind of overlapped ours because they lived so damn long. And I mean, we overdosed on Woodstock documentaries. There's like 70 million Woodstock documentaries that we all watched when we were kids because they were like, it was the greatest time. We didn't have like a war to protest. Times were pretty good in the 80s. There's a couple of scandals, but there was no war. There was, after the whole, aside from the whole Cold War thing, but that ended. And we kind of thought, God, there was like, it's hard to explain. When the wall came down, there was like this brief moment. It was like after 9/11, but better, because it didn't take a tragedy to bring people together. When the wall came down, there was like this brief period of like hope and positivity. But that's when the system came in. Yeah, that's when the system came in and just took over everything.
Oh, that's when these smooth
or showed their face.
Yeah, these smooth politicians came in and said, "Hey, we're promising a new era, like your Bill Clintons and your Tony Blairs," and everyone was, yeah. And it's not until the 2000s that, certainly with Tony Blair, anyway, I can't speak for Bill Clinton, but they're even considering making Tony Blair Sir Tony Blair. It's like, come on, man, the guy's
I read about that.
Criminal, you know what I mean?
So you keep saying Hillary wrong.
Hillary with a K.
Billary.
Yeah.
Well, the 90s were good. I mean, I didn't love Clinton. I didn't hate him either. I didn't really care that much. But the 90s were fine. Like the economy was pretty good. But I mean, in a lot of ways, Clinton was a Republican. He was, when it came to like,
it was weird having that sort of nonpartisanness for two. Well, with the little bit of George.
I mean, like
Bush.
Yeah, so he was more like a rhino. Okay, we'll just say that he was more like a dude, and he never got the majority. Ross Perot. I loved Ross Perot. I loved Ross Perot when he came out. I thought he was funny.
Love the Ross Perot.
Yep. And Dana Carvey did the best fucking impression of him back in the 90s. But
Can I finish?
We're fine. I had fun, but they had dire consequences afterwards because a lot of the policies that Clinton put in fucked a lot of things like radio. He put in this provision that a company only was allowed to buy so many radio shows. That's when monopolies started coming in, as the Clinton administration really invited in like corporations just gobbling up other corporations and creating these super corporations. It was his regime that did it. So there's a lot of consequences from those good times that we're dealing with right now. And like he created Rush Limbaugh because he allowed a company to come in and buy multiple radio stations in a city. And then I forgot what the name of that company was, but then
Clear Channel,
yes. And Clear Channel owned Rush. And so Bill Clinton, in a sense, created his own opposition. And I mean, that's when things started changing, because when we started hearing, because the mainstream media was, people like to look back and say, well, they used to be unbiased. No, they were always pretty biased. It was just strange hearing another side, especially when you're young. I mean, I'm sure there was people before Rush that I didn't hear because I was a kid, but that was the first one I remember listening to once in a while. Now the other people came in. That's when things started changing as far as mass media was concerned. That's where woke started. That's where political correctness started. Remember PCU? Remember that movie?
Oh yes,
I love that movie.
I love
Jeremy,
PCU.
Yeah.
the movie
But
where
that was
Jeremy
because
Piven did
guess
that
what?
dance.
It was poking fun at it.
Yeah. We need one of those now. Well, because we thought political correctness was bad.
Remember Favreau and PCU?
Yeah. Well, word on the street is Favreau's Favreau is one of us.
Favreau.
But he just won't. He can't say anything.
But I gotta say too, growing up in the '90s was a nice time to grow up in it because as a kid, growing up with the original Cartoon Network, with Toonami, with Fox Kids, all those type of
original
cartoon shows, and not PC. They weren't filtered at that point. They weren't woke, and the kids growing up today are going to be exposed to all this Cal art BS.
Yeah, Batman. Yeah, Batman the animated series back in the day, like they actually covered like some really like adult, and I don't mean like, pornographic or anything like that, but they covered like adult, themes and like pretty heavy things, but they made it palatable enough that kids could understand it because they recognized that kids aren't inherently dumb. And now, like, I have two half sisters that are like 10 and 5, and I watch some of these cartoons and I'm like, these are just, a lot of them are nonsensical, even for cartoons.
A lot of them are just stupid.
I mean, my life sucked in the '90s, but like at least I had like good escapism. I remember just sort of media back then being so awesome, and like going to school and talking about. We had this big Brit-pop influx, so everyone felt like the country felt good about itself. And we had stuff like the Spider-Man animated series and the Batman animated series, and it just felt like pure escapism and good storytelling. Whereas now it's either really dumbed down or just the message. So
and the same.
I feel like there's a reason. Sorry, go
ahead, guys. No, you can.
So I feel like there's a big difference lately to how they like define what is childish. It's like there's the difference between being child friendly and just so watered down. It's for people with like autism, like there's a way of making child friendly media that's smart and captivating and interesting without it crossing over that line of just being completely just no story at all.
Also, you make a great point with that too, because then you start to think about who is watching. Who is making the decision of making our children watch this? Is it the parents, or are we now taking that from the parents to the companies?
Well, because if you're talking about what kind of material that they're making and whether you can actually speak to a child, all of that stuff it's prime indoctrination territory. So that's exactly where they're going to take the checkmark list, and everything is going to be marked off before this is okay for the kids.
Yeah,
some of them need to get them while they're young.
It's
like really dark. If only we had the cigarette company's numbers.
Well, and here's the thing: is that the people who create these cartoons are all, as been coined by your boy Zach, childish weirdos. They don't have children; they're not parents. A lot of them. It's not like it used to be where they had kids. So they're designing media for people that they don't have, with the exact goal, as you said, to indoctrinate. They see children as this key to the future, but if you notice, they don't have kids. They're like, I don't want to have kids, but for the people who do have them, I'm going to make sure that they're indoctrinated to my political view while they're young, so when they grow up, they indoctrinate their peers and they continue to perpetuate this cycle.
And just very adult in material as well, like the Santa Inc. I mean, you look at it, you think, oh, I'm looking at this, or the Star Trek cartoon below Lower Decks or whatever, very sort of cartoony, but very adult humor and just this very mixed messaging. Whereas when you had something like The Simpsons back in the '90s, when it was awesome, it was this fine balance, because I could be a kid and watch that and be like, oh yeah, I can side with Bart or whoever, and then as I got older, side with Homer, but it didn't go too far. But now it's just like you're watching it and you're like going, God, am I a prude? What's happening to me? It's
a fundamental misunderstanding of a target audience. Like, who are we targeting this to? Kids or edgy woke, teenagers on Twitter?
Well,
there's also a reason why they're redoing the there's a reason why they're doing the X-Men series as well. Is that it's
don't
arguably
fucking remind me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I would say
it's gonna
too
be
that
brutal.
it's really on us to show the next generation what good escapism looks like.
Well, yeah, they're not only doing they're doing the X-Men series and Batman the animated series.
Oh god,
Are they really doing that?
Yeah, they're modernizing both of them.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's not gonna go well.
I fucking forgot about that one.
Do you know if both are Bruce Timm or not?
Bruce Timm and Jar Jar Abrams, but no Paul Dini.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna stick with the old stuff.
If they got rid of Paul Dini, then forget it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happened with Batman Arkham Knight, the game. I mean, those first two, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, had Dini involved, and then Arkham Knight just fell off the rails because Dini wasn't attached to the project.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what's funny though is that when you criticize these writers for what they do, they get all butthurt about it and they block you on Twitter. And if you're the writers for The Witcher season 2, I don't know if you caught it, Gary, but that where they make Jasker into the representation of the writers and they make the dock worker the representation of the audience, because the dock worker is criticizing his songs and he's like, some of the stories were out of order, whatever. And Jasper gets just so pissed off, and you could just feel the dripping writer sentiment from some of the criticism of season 1, and it just is like I think it was meant to be played as a joke, but it just came off as like a bad attempt at a third wall break.
It's like what Gary said. Henry Cavill was born in the wrong era because you can see him in these properties where he desperately wants to portray the characters true to what they are, but he gets bad luck. And even if he did get cast as Bond, I would worry is what the storyline and script would entail and how much they would demasculate him and stuff.
You bring
that up, set up Andrew Garfield in Spider-Man.
You bring that up, and I think it's one of the funniest things I saw was the people who were hitting back at everyone over The Witcher season 2 on Twitter, or at least I saw a couple threads of this. And I seem to recall Henry Cavill being asked about season 3 of The Witcher and how much he wanted it to get back to the book.
Yeah.
When that's everything everybody was complaining about.
Yeah, on season 2 at least.
But I mean, to be fair, Siri is amazing. So, she's just amazing. She's extraordinary. So, I mean, we should just rename it Siri.
And we know that because they tell us, they don't show us because we don't need to be shown.
Well, the first half of the season is the Yennefer, and then it turns into the Siri.
Yeah. No, that is true.
They should just change it to like The Mandalorian, where season 1 is the book of Yennefer, and then season 2 is the book of Siri, and season 3 is the book of the genocidal elf queen.
Yeah. It was almost good. It could have been good. That's the sad part is they make these weird deliberate decisions not to be good. I mean, not to put Kingpin in a scene with Hawkeye.
Jesus Christ, the fucking ending so god awful.
My video is still in the works. I'm waiting to hear from Perry. It should be done today, hopefully.
I never watched Hawkeye. I just watched all your reviews of Hawkeye, Gary, and I was like, well, I don't need to see that. Like, I'm at the point where I don't care about spoilers for a lot of this stuff anymore because I trust you and I trust the Critical Drinker and others, like you, to have a better fix on, what shows to watch and what not to watch.
Yeah, and it really comes down to the customer. We have two valuable currencies, that is money and time.
I'll make no bones about it. I'm trying to sort of do this channel thing, but when these things come out, and when I tried doing it with the that animated one, the Marvel What If, and I just felt so bitter. Every time I see these things, it's like getting kicked in the nuts, and so I only feel like watching that. Like recently, I watched the Spider-Man, I watched Cobra Kai, and they were so uplifting. I was like, God, I missed this. So I would rather be talking about that stuff than watching Matrix and Hawkeye. But I know, like, so like I do respect you guys for watching this stuff, and like you see Al's mental decline go down as he's watching Batwoman, and you just know, what he's describing is what I would feel if I saw that. So
yeah,
you know,
you guys can have all the pop culture stuff. I'll stick with my manga.
Yeah,
I still watch Doctor Who though, because that is I'm like so past. Like it was so obvious the stuff that they did in that with the where Dan's just like, you gotta tell her you love her and whatever, you know, you like her. It was just like such baitings, just so obvious, and it was just like it's amusing at this point. It's just amusing.
I might have missed that yesterday with your review. Was Dan pushing for this shit?
No, he noticed. He was
pushing for it. He noticed it, and he's like, "You need to tell her. You need to tell her."
Because she's looking at her all longingly and stuff, and
she's so going, fucking dumb.
You're never there for me. Suddenly it's like Yaz is like, "Ooh, I'm gay," you know.
I'm so glad I stopped what I did. Hellbent, Heaven Sent. That's my Doctor Who finale.
There you go.
50th anniversary. The Doctor's always gonna look for Gallifrey. That's where I ended.
Yeah, I enjoyed Peter Capaldi for the most part, but when I heard there was Bill, who had to remind you she was gay every episode, I was like, yeah, I'm good.
There we go. We have I had to go back and check. We don't have the consolidated, but this is overnight, and that is the all-time lowest rating for Doctor Who. For anything.
I like how Dan and Yaz, you know, again, it's written and not shown. It's like we were together for 4 years, you know, Dan and Yaz. We were on this journey for 4 years. Come on, we're like best mates. Zero chemistry.
Done.
And if I'm looking at this from a corporate standpoint, I gotta be asking myself, where are all these viewerships going?
That's what I want to know. Like, who's watching? Obviously, I know that Nielsen ratings play into this.
Well, with
twiddling thumbs,
I don't know how
playing spoons.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how
they stuff.
They have the license. They have through the license, they can probably track way more accurate ratings than they can through Nielsen. Nielsen is not accurate, but with the consolidated, you can probably add it like 1 million to that, which will put it in the bottom 5 of all-time lowest. We're talking all-time. It's the lowest special for sure. It's going to be the lowest special by far. It's the lowest rated of the season. And the people who are still watching, I think, are just the hardcores of the hardcore fans and people who might have it on in the background. Nobody's
either that or just people put it on the television and they don't even look at it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's like 1 million people in the world with horrible taste. You know, like So you can count that in, but I think a lot of it is just habitual Doctor Who fans too, and is part of the British culture over there, which is something we can't even identify with over here. But I mean, it's the next episode. So there's 2 more, I guess, and the next episode is. I thought there was only 1 more, but there's 2 more. Is going to be worse than this because it's going to be in the middle of autumn, not around a holiday. It's going to have the Sea Devils in it. Like there's nobody in America. If you're a new Who fan, you have no idea who the Sea Devils are. It's going to be terrible. And I don't think there'll be anything to salvage in 2 years. It's 2 years, 2 freaking years till we get to the new stuff.
Well, it's like the South Park episode when they're talking about San Francisco smelling their own farts when they said the Sea Devils, as if like this is gonna hook them. It's like, yeah. Sorry, guys.
No,
that's true.
All right.
Sorry to.
Go on.
I was just gonna say sorry to interrupt. My internet is super slow right now and it's crashed. So I'm gonna dip out, let someone else come back in. So thank you guys so much for having me. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Max, did you get the boost on Friday night?
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, that was insane, man. Hey, thank you so much. That was incredible.
Thanks for helping me move, brother.
You deserve it, Max.
Gosh,
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
No, thank you guys. Yeah,
you're a
so
good man.
It was super fun to help him out. And guys, when Gary has a collection, like, let me tell you, he's got an incredible collection. Granted, I didn't touch anything. I didn't touch any hot toys or anything. Don't worry. It was all just mostly comics.
I saw you. You got the hot toy was showing me where you touched it when you left.
Max.
It's like Misery when he notices one thing out of place.
It was Galadriel. So at least it was Galadriel.
Show me on me where the hot toy touched.
Yeah.
No, it was my pleasure, Gary. Seriously, it was super fun, and I'm glad to hear that you guys got there safely and everything. So, and yes, the boost was incredible. So can't thank you guys enough.
Excellent.
But yeah, I'll get out of here. Your hair. Happy New Year, everyone. Nice meeting you guys. And
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
It was nice to see you.
All right, take care, guys. Later.
Take care, Max.
Later.
Yeah, I also gotta get going, but it was great being on again. I know it's been a while since I've been on, but it's great talking to you all again and seeing some new faces. So hopefully I'll make another one sometime soon. I'll be out of the country for a while. Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
Yeah,
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm going to the UK actually for about 6 months. So
hell.
Is that
Gary is jealous.
School related, or is it just vacation?
Yeah, school related, but I'll definitely enjoy my time. So I don't know what the time difference, how it, the time will work out for future member streams, but I'll look forward to hearing you guys again and talking to you all again, and I'll definitely be tuning in. And you guys have a happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Keep watching the Malozzi Stargate 404.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and dip out too. I've got a manga review video to make. So thank you, Gary, for allowing me to be on here. And
of course.
you guys have a happy New Year, and we hugs to all you guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, VR.
Happy New Year. Kill it. Go kill him. Go get him, Tiger. We got a space open here. I'm going to put out. We got a space.
No.
We got a space open. So
I'll toss it out, Gary.
No, we're good. We got spaces open now. So
and Draco, it's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since I saw all of you.
Yeah, I haven't.
Nice, isn't it?
It is really nice
to do anything, but I think maybe it's Christmas and other things.
Yeah,
but,
it was that week in between is tough, and I got sick.
Yeah.
I was going to put out 3 videos. I had to shelve them for now.
Yeah, I celebrated Christmas alone, but Midnight's Edge invited me to the stream, so that was really nice.
That's great.
Oh, that's cool. Good job.
Yeah, I'm good friends with Andre and Tom, and well, Andre is also Norwegian, right? So, well, I'm the best Norwegian. He's the bad Norwegian. So,
Oh, is that how that works?
That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works. Because my accent is a little bit better than his. I love you, Andre.
I agree.
See,
because you're here.
See how that works.
See how that works.
Oh no, we lost.
Who did we lose?
Someone prior to Zan Zoltan. Zan Zoltan, hi.
How are you, man? All good?
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
America.
America.
Yeah, I'm actually living in Argentina. Here we actually eat for like 5 or 6 people each time we get to the holidays, So I remember last week was almost taking antacid every day and trying to survive the week because I knew that for 31 I was going to be again eating like a horse, It was a hell of a week. Yeah.
Great.
Putting away that food against the fasting that you're going to do during the lean months.
Yeah. See, you fast before and you fast afterwards at night. That's what I did.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do because, God damn it was a lot of food.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to my dieting myself at some point. Just got to move first and get my life on place again.
So many people are moving.
Yeah.
Moving. That's good.
Well, I had a person who lived here. I lived like with an old friend of mine. He's a fucking dick. He just told me the day before he moved that he was gonna move, and I'm just sitting here alone. I'm just like, what the fuck am I gonna do now? I can't pay this apartment alone.
Oh,
they just sprung it on you.
Bye, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is dickish.
Yeah. So it's gonna be nice to move and get all my figures up and everything, and just have a small place for myself.
That's all you need, and then you don't have to worry about dick roommates bailing out on you last minute.
Yeah. I'm so happy that I made this today, because every time I didn't make it because of time difference.
I have 5 hours of difference between your time and my time, and actually, when you are doing like a member stream, it's like 5 in the morning, so
oh shit,
I
really?
can never be here. Yeah, I have 5 hours of difference between your time and mine. I live in Argentina, and I have a central time, I think it is, if I remember correctly. It's 4 hours plus 1 hour for daylight savings.
I'm trying to think of it globally, so it must be down south, and then it's out a little more. That's what I was trying to work out in my head right there. I was
Argentina,
like, okay.
actually, Buenos Aires. So yeah.
Thank goodness I'm not a flat earther.
Yeah, but you know, most of the days nowadays they actually call you anti-vax and flat earther. It's one of the two. So
yeah.
Well, and it turns out the compliers are the flat earthers. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Did you see that footage from Amsterdam? I tweeted it up. So they're protesting. They're not allowed to. Was it Amsterdam? I think it was Amsterdam or Austria. I can't remember. They weren't allowed to protest. So there's massive protest, and 4 people's health are beating the shit out of them and like sicking dogs on them and stuff.
Well, in Italy, they actually banned all fireworks, and so in Naples. So they actually made a video showing how Naples was in the 31 at 12 o'clock exactly, and it was fireworks everywhere. Because one of the mayor actually said, no fireworks here, because COVID can spread through fireworks. No shit. They actually said that fucking shit. So you know how we go. We have to be like
That's
that.
right.
So
We did that last year when Newsom said we couldn't have fireworks during 4th of July.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that. I remember seeing the video of all the fireworks going over today's. It's pretty dope.
It was good to see.
People in California actually going, America, yeah.
But they're mostly. I just read all the laws that went into effect yesterday. So mail-in ballots are now a thing forever. For state elections, not for federal elections. That's coming soon. And but there's no provision for chain of custody or transparency.
Of course not.
And as maybe some of the international people don't know, that our federal agencies are largely run by Democrats. The post office is 94% Democrat. The IRS is 94% Democrat. I think all federal employees are above 85% Democrat.
Sure, you want to get a test kit for COVID, you can have to show your ID, but if you have to vote, fuck it, we don't need it. No, God damn it.
We'll send you 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll get one in Texas.
I think they're worried about the midterms.
It's the same if you actually gives you The Last of Us 2. It's like, why do I want this? I don't need it. I'm not gonna use it. What is the point of this?
Oh yeah, I was like my Voodoo when they put Captain Marvel in there. I went to my Voodoo website. I'm like, I didn't order Captain Marvel, and they just gave it to me. I'm like, what the hell?
I think I got the Ghostbusters 2016 the same way.
Same.
I logged out.
Yeah.
I still remember I have actually some kind of recordings that I sent to my friends when I was watching it live, and I have never cursed as much as that day with watching that movie. I was so pissed off about everything.
Poor Feige, what a little bitch, man. Why aren't I included in all the special editions?
Yeah.
Complain to the manager, is it? Oh.
Because it's not about the
never
same
finish
goddamn
the
saga.
2016 version. I could never finish it.
Well, and the funny thing is, they offered a download, and the residuals on that download are micro pennies. Like it's not even a full cent. So it's not going to make any money off it at all. So they're like, sure, okay, we'll throw in a free digital download that you won't make anything off of.
So you're telling me
Feige's wife's boyfriend was very pleased with
exactly.
him for making
So
that.
you're telling me actually that an actual download from Ghostbusters 2016 is less than a Bitcoin. So less than a percentage of a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's actually awesome.
I'll tell you what else was good though last year, and this year is actually Dexter New Blood. That series has actually been pretty good.
Good.
So
I still haven't seen it yet.
I heard the last season of Dexter sucked. I dipped out on the 4th season.
Yeah,
the last season.
That's a good place to end it. Actually, that 4th season was so good. John Lithgow as the primary.
Great. Season 5 is pretty good, but because I've been rewatching the series, but after season 5, I pretty much
jumps the shark
really downhill.
Yeah.
Well,
it goes weird. And he falls in love with his sister, and she falls in love with him. It's
Yeah, I actually never watched Dexter. Let me ask something, because I'm kind of a normie around that show. Is it worth watching it or not? Because
first 4 seasons. But it dips a bit in season 3, but season 4 it picks up again.
That's the problem. If I want to watch it, because I like to watch all of it. The Expanse. I'm actually watching The Expanse, and it's shit. It's actual shit right now, but I have to finish it. Is it worth it to watch entirely Dexter, or just until the 4th season?
I mean, if you really want to get into it, I would say it's worth watching the entire series, but it definitely does slog after season 5 a bit.
Yeah, so that's the
and this new one picks up after where the last one left off, so if you want sort of continuity and to know what's happening,
you know, I was always hesitant to actually watch Breaking Bad, and I watched it like 2 years ago, way past after they finished, and I still remember that. Sorry to say this, I don't know, it's a big spoiler, but I always wanted Jesse to die. I wanted him to die. He deserved to die. Why didn't he die? And when I watched the actual movie for the finish, you know, the Jesse Pinkman movie, I can't remember the name, I was like, okay, kill him now. He deserves to die. Everything that's wrong with the show is him. Why doesn't he never died? And I was like, okay, the show is awesome. Breaking Bad is awesome. And Better Call Saul, even better. I actually enjoy more Better Call Saul. But
people have said that,
Yeah, because when you're actually watching Breaking Bad, because I watched Better Call Saul the first 2 seasons, and then I started watching Breaking Bad. And when you saw the actual how they connected every kind of, because the first time the Saul appears, you know, as a lawyer, he actually starts naming a guy that is from the Better Call Saul series that he was looking for him to kill him. So it was funny to actually see that they actually picked that bit and made a story around that. But anyway, sorry, just, you know, I'm like that. I start talking and I never stop. Sorry.
Better Call Saul was good. Can't wait for them to finish it. This is the last season too, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna go. And they've
Stick
had those
that freaking landing.
I hope so. Those little prologues that those, you know, shot in black and white that have been leading up to everything have been great. I love it.
Yeah.
I think in a lot of ways, it might have a more, I don't know. I didn't mind. I some people hated the end of Breaking Bad. I kind of thought that's how they had to end it. There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ending was good.
No, I agree on that.
My problem was that Jesse deserved to die. He deserved to die, because every time that Walter came, it was saying, "Don't do this." If he was already doing it, it was like, "Come on, guy."
Well, that's the life of tweakers. Yes, I mean they caught that pretty well. They did a good job.
Yeah,
they did their research. We'll just say. But here, let's see. Make sure everybody's in. Do we got somebody down there? Yeah, we do. Boom.
I actually like the ending of Mad Men too. That was one that people didn't really like, but I actually kind of enjoyed the ending of Mad Men.
I never watched Mad Men.
I never watched Mad Men.
Me neither.
I didn't like it at first because I was like, oh, whoa, that's it. But the more I thought about it, and the more it was okay. I liked
Christina Hendricks.
Well, that was always.
Yeah, I have a lot of unpopular opinions around a lot of shows, so you don't have to take me by my word, you know. For example, all the world actually loved The Last of Us 1. To me, the ending was awful, but it makes sense inside the story, but it's still awful. It's like
anyway. Then they came up with Last of Us 2, and
yeah, when they actually came with Last of Us 2, I was already okay. The first one made no sense. The second one is even worse because she actually killed like 4,000 people, and it was like in front of the guy, the girl that actually killed your own father figure, and you're like, no, revenge is bad right now. Really, after killing 4,000 people, revenge is bad? What? That goddamn game. One thing funny about this is that I actually bought a copy of Ghost of Tsushima, and it came with a little bit of like a poster for buy the new Last of Us 2. It's a great game, 9 out of 10. I burned it.
Couldn't even give it away.
It deserved to be burned.
They're so weird, aren't they, with the whole body positivity? But then what they do is they get women's bodies, and for the games they make them not only sort of uglier but unrealistic. They made Abby have proportions of a man, even though she wasn't.
They scanned male arms for Abby Smash.
I'm gonna say just this: they put an actual sex scene with Neil Druckmann.
I can't wait for. I can't
wait. They won't allow like jiggle physics on anime.
The Last of Us is going to be on HBO this year, I think.
Yeah, it will.
That's going to fail miserably. People are done with post-apocalyptic. I mean, it's good. People are just going to go. This is just The Walking Dead. That's all it is.
Yeah,
the normies.
And they're going to write it like The Writing Dead. There's not going to be anything special.
No. Yeah.
And fuck Pedro Pascal.
How horrible.
That was.
That's all it is. People being horrible to each other.
Okay, here right now, how many
that was
people
not
are
a
actually?
Freudian slip when he said "writing dead."
Yeah. One question here: all these people, who's actually waiting for watching the movie Uncharted? I'm a big fan of Uncharted, and I don't want to see shit about that.
I love the
short film with Nathan Fillion was enough for me. I'm going to that's it.
Fucking Mark Wahlberg
was nice.
I was done the second they actually show Sully without a mustache. It's like, okay, your character has a mustache. It's part of his character. It's like, he needs a mustache. I don't care if he needs to put like a goddamn fake mustache. Put him on a mustache.
So he's not even got a mustache in this. I thought he did. So it's just
he's gonna have it. Yeah, he's gonna have it at some point in the film. Probably like the last like 10 minutes. He's gonna have
the second they actually show Sully in every,
it's gonna be Uncharted Begins. That's what it,
But still, when you actually see the Uncharted Begins, the first time that Sully appears, he actually has a mustache, and it's already a little bit old. So
they tried doing that already with Uncharted 3, where they tried to like give you the whole like backstory. And Uncharted 3 is my least favorite, and I love that series.
Sometimes you just don't need backstories. No need to go back to the beginning. You just keep the characters in their prime.
I think they pulled their resources with Uncharted 3 because they were busy doing the first Last of Us. So that's why it didn't have that. Yeah, I know what you mean. It does definitely feels the weakest of the three.
I think the movie. When's the movie supposed to come out? Because I think it's going to be a fart in the wind.
I think in April.
Yeah.
I think it's going to fail.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be totally honest. It's like showing Batman. We know who's Batman. We know how he dresses. We know everything about the character. What's the point of showing us the origin? It's like we know Uncharted. We know who's Drake Nathan. We know his character. We know who. It's stupid. It's kind of making a origin.
I don't play the games, and I know Tom Holland isn't.
It's nothing like that.
Tom Holland was a miscast, a big miscast.
He can be a great actor. I'm not gonna say he can.
Well, he can be a really great actor.
But it doesn't.
But he plays himself. He doesn't play characters. He plays Tom Holland in every movie.
Plus, I don't think he's going to age or grow anymore. That's the thing. You notice in Hollywood, with child actors, they don't grow properly.
Like one of the best
and most of the handsome Hollywood leading men, when they were kids, they didn't. You kind of have to grow into your looks. So when they hire a certain type, I mean, was it Different Strokes? As an extreme example, but they hire kids that are older than they are. They're just never going to grow properly. So I don't know if Tom Holland is going to develop into ever looking.
We will see that. One good movie. I have seen Tom Holland in this Devil All the Time, and in that movie, he actually did pretty good with his acting.
Okay.
Given some time, he's either going to be the new Tom Cruise or the new Bieber. One of the two. We'll see how it goes.
He's already on the way for Tom Cruise. He has the height right. So let's
Tom Cruise,
and he likes doing his own stunts.
Okay, let's be honest. This is a gripe of me, but I actually played Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4 like 7 times in a row. I actually finished it, completed it, played 7 times in a row. And when I saw the PlayStation 5 that they actually made it to look more like Tom Holland, I was like, "Fuck you! He's 38 years old.
Totally.
He's 38 years old. What's the point of making it younger? It doesn't make sense. Come on."
Because they changed the actor, I think, as well.
Yeah, they changed the face actor, and he looks so much like Tom Holland.
But
So,
the original actor for the actual game for the PlayStation 4 made sense because he's 28 years old. He's tired. He's actually almost all the time not sleeping well. It's like it makes sense that face. Tom Holland is too young and he
Now he
looks
looks the
too
same
perfect
age
for
as
that
Miles
place.
Morales.
Yeah,
In the
don't
game,
make me
yes.
start with Miles Morales. I finished 7 times in a row the Spider-Man, the PlayStation 4 game. I bought Miles Morales once, only once I finished it because I was like, okay, you put me BLM, you put me about an actual like rebellion. The girl that actually thought about the rebellion was as stupid as sorry, that's the only word, stupid as shit, and she didn't even have a point. And at the last, sorry, that's a spoiler.
But she was a black female. It was fine.
She dies in the last minute. I was like, woo, yeah!
Yeah.
It was like that. I didn't care about the character.
Is Spider-Man Miles Morales really woke?
No,
no.
The problem is that she made all the mistakes, all of them, and then you actually have to care about her sacrificing herself to save everyone. It was like, no, you made all these mistakes. You made that giant bomb. You die. That's the problem. Okay? And I was like,
Yeah, you're supposed to feel sympathy for her at the end.
Yeah, no, I wasn't feeling anything. I was
like,
okay.
Well, I got my platinum trophy. I'm done.
Yeah. Same here, man. I got my platinum trophy and I deleted it and never played again. And I once I finished the Spider-Man game, the Spider-Man movie, I was like, I want to play that Spider-Man game again. My girlfriend actually told me it's the 9th time. I don't care. It's a good game. I'm gonna play it again.
Yeah, the original's fucking fantastic.
Well, if Insomniac really wants to make some good money, they'd make a Spider-Man 2099 game because I feel like they can pull it off and make it really cool. And that's a version of the character that people actually give a shit about.
Yeah. I will love it.
A couple, Miguel O'Hara. They've done a couple, right? Or one?
Well, they did one where it was like a kind of a multiverse thing where like a bunch
Spider-Man
of different
Shattered Dimensions, I believe.
That's the one.
Kid loved that one.
That was a good one. I played that one recently.
It's a good game, but it's not the magnitude of the PlayStation 4 game is that it actually plays Spider-Man. You play it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just like I'm playing the Spider-Man. No, you're a Spider-Man.
I love the Spider-Man 2 game.
Yes.
I thought it actually controlled a lot better than the recent one because there was like a button you could tap and then he would do the swing thing. I just found it a little bit more harder, even though it looked amazing and stuff and the physics and stuff. It just felt a bit more easier to control. That was it, a jump button. He could just jump right up and then start swinging. Where in this, it was like automatic and so it just felt a bit more difficult.
There was too much animation involved.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of those people that you can actually tackle about this because I play video games since I was 4 years old, so it's not difficult for me. But anyway, I'm just gonna be like this.
Hang on, Zen Zoltan. We're gonna rotate some people in because we got about 18 minutes left, so we got a couple people waiting. So does somebody want to dip out for a little bit?
I mean, I gotta head out. My internet is really weird. The first 2 times you announced you're going to be doing a member stream, I was there. I was ready and waiting. I'm like, hell yeah, that didn't happen. And then the one time that you actually make it happen, you post the video. I'm up in the mountains, no internet connection, on vacation. I'm just like, I love so many things about you, Gary, but like your sense of timing, leaves much to be desired.
I feel for you, Deb.
I'll try to keep in touch with the mental vibes. Make sure you're not on vacation. That's when I got like really sick. I got sick for a day. And
no, I get it. No worries. I mean, I'm just happy to be here. It's not my stream, it's yours. So I'm on your time. You're not my time.
Where are you?
I'm in Colorado. So I'm up in the mountains by like Buena Vista, Salida up there. Nice place called Mount Princeton. But yeah, I'll head out because my dad has been needing me to help him. He works up here. So yeah, it's a pleasure to be on. Good talking with all you guys. Hopefully I'll make the next one. Yeah.
Take care, man.
Take care, man.
See you, Deb.
I'm probably gonna dip out too here. Thanks for having me on. So I really appreciate it.
Hey,
good sharing the stream with you, Whitfield. Report.
So thanks for having me on, and Happy New Year. And if any of you want to come on the Whitfield Report, just there's my Twitter handle. So drop me a message, and I'm happy to have any of you on. So
hey, that's
sure.
Awesome,
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Sure. All right. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Take care, man. Happy New Year.
Take care.
All right,
Yeah.
now we've got a spot. If somebody wants to take it, we're going to go for 17 more minutes.
I'm also going to pop out. I actually told my brother that I was going to be gaming with him about 30 minutes ago, so I was waiting to get in.
Okay.
I know I didn't say very much, but it was nice to finally catch a member stream, and hope to be on another one in the future.
Excellent. Hey, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. It's great seeing a lot of new faces. It's
Oh
brilliant.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you guys take care, and if I can figure out how to work this, I will bounce out of here and let somebody else in.
That's all right.
All right, take care, guys.
See ya.
Care, man.
And I'm going to do here. I'm going to make this public now. Be ready.
Oh no.
Oh no.
If anybody needs the link again, well, I don't think they'll be able to. Hang on. Let me see how.
Eric and I have been dropping the link, Gary.
Oh, okay. So we got to wait.
Just as I feel a massive burp coming on,
Yeah.
restrain myself.
I'll just
Okay,
wait.
can I ask one last question before? I don't know. I'm just gonna dip. Is it needed for me to go or not? Because if somebody else wants to enter, I don't have any problem.
No, we got space. We're good.
Okay. I have to ask one thing only. Do you think that Disney is going to learn from this? Because they actually have to see the numbers.
Who?
No.
DC or
Disney.
Are they going to learn?
No.
None of the above.
No.
No?
No, I don't
I
think
think
so.
they actually should learn because it's making numbers right now.
Absolutely.
They should, but they're stupid. So
Yeah.
Do you know how long they have been proceeding in this direction?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gary.
Sony will learn from this. Sony has been learning from this.
Yeah.
And they're not that they're great. I'm not like anointing them as the company to support, but they've been the least woke. They're the ones who they turned around Ghostbusters 2016. Venom, was bad, the sequel, but it wasn't woke. And Morbius, I doubt Morbius will be woke. It'll probably be like a 2004 superhero movie. Give me that all day long.
Yeah, I'll go see that in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got their
one last question.
Sony's got their fingers. Go ahead.
No. Sorry. Come on. Please.
I was just going to add, Sony has got their fingers in like Cobra Kai. Sony now has their fingers, and I don't know if this is hope, considering its dead status, but Sony's got their fingers in Doctor Who. Is that not at least a little bit of hope?
Yeah,
it's called fingering
a little bit.
A really tiny
little bitty bit.
They also do PlayStation. And
because we actually
PlayStation
have
did Last of Us 2, so maybe they learned from that. That was before, so going forward, hopefully.
Let's hope, because I actually watched a trailer last week about a game called We Are A-OK or something like that. It's a game that I'm going to be completely frank with you. The actual band has only 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and is not known from anyone. And they actually gave them a game. Why? You want to know why? Because they actually are all activists. One of the girls actually has a Black Trans Lives Matter shirt in the middle of the trailer.
Yeah.
So you can, and it's a trailer from an original PlayStation supported game. It's a PlayStation 5 exclusive, and you can actually see all that you need to know in that trailer from, I think it's 1 minute. 1 minute is all that you need to know about this game, and nobody's gonna buy it. I know.
I'm sorry, which game?
We Are I think it was Y-O-K or Yoke or something like that. I can't remember the name.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's activist on the 1,000%. It's woke from beginning to end. It's woke. So yeah, and they actually presented it on the Game Awards like it was a PlayStation exclusive greatest game of the year, and it was like, I don't know who they are, and I don't care.
Like, go back and replay fucking Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
all those old games are just still there.
Yeah, I'm actually playing Red Dead Redemption right now again. So
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
that or God of War. That's like the last great dad story I've seen in a long time. Was the last God of War.
Dude, I'm like playing 5 different versions of Skyrim thanks to mods. And I'm still playing Skyrim VR soon, and I'll be like, "Whoa, I'm holding my sword." It's like, wait.
Okay, Gary, when are you gonna become a gamer? We're actually all gamers here.
Never.
You have to become a gamer.
Never.
We need to watch you. We need to watch
Needs
you
to
play
find the
Witcher
door
3.
first. We will get you out of that room, Gary.
Yeah, we're gonna get you
I'll
out of
play
that room.
Witcher 3, but never. I create content, so I don't have time to do both.
Yeah,
That's what people say before they start getting hooked.
When I play a game, I'm obsessive, so I get really into a game, and I can't. Not at all.
Yeah.
Remember, you get him out of that. You get him out of that room, and then he either can't get out of the town, or he's in the wilderness, and you're trying to say, "No, Gary, you got to go back. No, you're moving away from the main line.
The other way.
I told you.
No, Gary, don't kill that. No, don't kill it.
For that potion.
I told you the story of Diablo 2. I had to have somebody there with me going, "You're going the wrong way. Go away. Follow me. Come over here," for like 6 months till I figured it out.
Do it on a live stream like this with 8 different comments of "No, that way."
It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be completely honest. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be laughing my ass off, and I'm gonna be so happy to see you play the game. I don't care if you start making a genocide of the game. I don't care. Kill everyone. I'm gonna be laughing my ass off, so it will be worth it.
I got
Please play something.
I can't do it on the keyboard, so I got a remote. I got.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plug in my remote and
joystick.
my controller, whatever.
Or how about you focus on moving to Texas? I don't know. Just me being a simpleton.
What was that?
I was saying, or you could just focus on getting out the fuck out of California first.
I would leave right now if I could, but I have to wait for trucks, and we scheduled truck it's difficult to schedule trucks out of California. You got to wait a week or two. So I'm sitting. Yeah, I know.
You still have another week?
Shit. I'm going to be here for a month and a half, maybe.
So you're going to be going right up until the deadline.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going crazy in a couple weeks. I'm gonna be going fucking nuts. It's because it's boring. Like I'm burning through TV series. I'm getting a bunch of work done, but then when I'm done, I'm like, all right, well, I went to the gym twice. I'm like, I guess I'll go to the gym again. I'm kind of bored.
You know, jerk off so many times a day.
Okay. We're gonna have a buff Gary, but a bored Gary. Okay.
It's not like that shit recharges, easily. So you just gotta. My porn is watching fucking YouTube. I just watch YouTube all day.
I watch more of that than regular TV nowadays.
Yeah,
easily.
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah.
I'm actually watching every kind of streams from FMT and making commentaries about all the streams that I watch, and it's like 5 to 6 hours of commentaries of highlights. I make all of that because one person like 2 days ago actually thanked me because I don't have the time, but you're actually making the highlights. It's helping me to watch the show. So I was happy to actually get to at least one person that actually find it use to that. But to be honest, I'm really happy that you're actually making all those streams. This stream even. Because this is my entertainment every day. I actually turn like my Xbox or I'm working or something like that, and I put any kind of stream. Ryan Keano, you ask whichever, and I actually listen to them, and they make company to me when I work it. And it's just one thing. I actually got to work right now. I got a job, and it was actually I'm an IT for a company actually situated in America. So right now I'm actually working for your country. Funny, right?
That is. Well, don't get dinged on taxes, but hey, if the money's good, great.
Well, actually, no,
okay,
because
I'm working.
There's
working is fine.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm actually happy about, because they told me like if it works right, and if like they actually see me like I'm a proactive and all that, they actually gonna give me a visa to work there. Visa? Can't remember how to say.
Visa.
Okay,
good.
A visa to work there. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the one good thing about YouTube right now. I don't know about videos. TikTok surpassed it, but YouTube's now all of a sudden been much friendlier to long form videos. Like it's not adversely affecting your algorithm at a certain point. If you're still an up and coming channel, I would not keep your live streams listed. But if you are established now, you can keep it listed and it won't hurt your channel. And I've been looking at this over the last 6 months, and that's good. That's really good. And I think it's because more people are watching longer. More people are coming to YouTube for It's easier to find stuff. Like go to Spotify, try to find a podcast outside of Joe Rogan, and they don't do recommended. And when they do, it's like Basic Bitch podcast, some old celebrity or somebody from MSNBC, and it's like it doesn't really have an algorithm that's supportive of finding somebody new. So that's where I think the future will be. I think YouTube's going to be number 2 now. Instead of they're so dumb. So dumb.
Yeah, if they have the chance, but actually like support the bad ones. Actually, sometimes. I watched like a program that was like last week of a guy that. Sorry, I'm not gonna say the word, but it's the P word. He actually like showed to the people the actual P words here on YouTube, and he got demonetized and actually got banned. So.
Well, that's still happening. The Twitter just banned both doctors Joe Rogan talked to in the last 24 hours. Both are experts in their field, and so I think it's time. Well, I think what anybody with common sense, I think we do need to get together and just mass leave Twitter. That would hurt it. If enough of us just said fuck it, goodbye.
I wasn't on it, dude. I got into one argument and then I kind of got obsessed with like looking at this same argument, and I'm like, why do I care about this? Nobody. And then Twitter, gave me a warning, and I was like, not healthy.
I still remember I actually got banned for Facebook for 7 days, and I was like, I'm never gonna come back. And I came back only to get like the memes from my friends, because I never answered any kind of commentary. Not even for that. I was like,
I don't know like how people Facebook is not intuitive anymore. It's just if you
I have been deleted a couple of times on Facebook. So
Enzo, hello.
Yes.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Welcome.
Hi.
Yeah,
welcome,
I do have a specific question for you, Gary.
Sure.
New year, new beginnings. New start for you down in Texas, which is fantastic. I think we probably got enough people here in the chat. We can all go load up our trucks with what you have left in the house and just get you down there.
That'd be awesome.
But can't guarantee on shipping. But I did have a question. I've been hanging out a lot on some of the UFO channels on YouTube, and there's a lot of them. A lot of them popped up over the last year when everyone was locked inside, and some of them are very good. I was wondering, for the future of your channel, are we going to get some woo programming back?
Yep. Quarter Black's going to come in and free up a lot of my time. So a lot of the back end stuff that I do, I won't be doing anymore. Like I probably won't be editing anymore, which that was 80% of what I do is edit.
Yeah.
So
it's understandable.
So Perry and Quarter Black can edit. You can set up live streams, do all kinds of stuff. Perry can make thumbnails now. I like making thumbnails. I like doing all that stuff, but I need more time to do it. So yes, we're going to do woo woo. The plan is to have a live stream daily, well, at least during the week. So every day it's going to be a live stream at pretty much.
Fantastic.
I think we're going to probably just do it at the same time we do FNT, except for Real BBC, which will be at 10. So we'll do the nooner at like 1:30. But it'd be like, I think, Texas time. So it'll be 1:30 for Texas. I don't know what time it'll be here.
It's my time.
There you go. And we're going to do that every day because why the hell not?
And that happens when you make the move to Texas.
Yeah, when I get into the new studio, which I have my book. I am designing it today.
Oh,
I have something in my head. I'm going to design it, put it up, in Photoshop, make like a little 3D thing.
Yeah.
And,
Garrett, say Quarter Black, do it.
Yeah, he'll be there in a couple days, I think.
Just do it.
Yes, just do it. I'm very happy to have him aboard.
Yeah, Quarter Black is awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's amazing, man.
I actually watched like Cinderella, the movie from Amazon Prime with him live, and we actually had a lot of fun. We laugh our ass off. It's an awful movie, but watching it with friends is actually quite funny. So
tell you what, I'll
MST3K
it to the next member stream.
Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah.
So I kind of agreed with Quarter Black as well. Not agreed, but kind of felt what he was saying as well about being sick of the political stuff. It's good to sprinkle it in there because it's so mixed in with culture at the moment. But I was more into the political, just watching the news. and the media, what the media say, I just can't be bothered. You know, I just pick up current events, but then I just I'd rather focus on you know, pop.
You can sprinkle it in as context because it's a little bit of it is in there.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Sometimes the news actually like to try to sham it inside your throat until you say, "Okay, come on, I don't care." It's
just
boost it.
Very tempting to go to get more political because you get more.
Yeah.
It opens up a ton of doors for you. But I think it's really important for some of us to stay in pop culture because I want to get it back. So I think going into the political sphere is just I would be just another political pundit spouting up some political. I'm not a
just another talking head.
Like listen to Razor Fist. Razor Fist like went to school, political science major, did all the homework and cite the freaking Constitution and has read books about on communism. Like the guy knows what he's talking. I don't know any of that shit. So learn it from him. This is what I know. This is where I'm going to stay. And we'll mix in the cultural stuff, and definitely I'll talk about like politics that affect me directly that I can speak on. But it's going to stay pop culture for good or for bad. And the fact that this channel survived when there was nothing. Look at all the pop culture channels that survived through 2020 when there was nothing. We had nothing to talk about.
No content.
Yeah. And now we're going to have tons of content. So because whatever was held back is just kind of,
Yeah, I'm actually going to try to make some videos right now because I'm going to start making videos because I have so many things to talk about. Every day that I actually wake up, I'm a big gamer. I know a lot about the games. And every day I wake up, I actually see another shit destroyed because, we want to sell. And it's like, no, you never. Yeah, you never. Yeah, I know. My biggest problem, I'm really bad at editing. Really bad. I have no idea.
Okay, Zan Zoltan, you don't need to edit. Just listening to you talk, just turn on your camera, talk for 10 minutes, turn it off, and upload it. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. That's all you need. It's going to be awful, but I'm going to do that. Okay.
Don't need to edit.
If you can get an audience, you just do it because people will want to hear you, especially if you got a take that people... Yeah, that's
resonate with it,
I've been looking for that kind of take.
Well, right now,
people don't care if it's an and. You said you watch Ryan. Watch Ryan. Watch both Jeremys. They're all masters at what they do. People think that's low tier content. Okay, go. Anybody, I dare you to go talk for 10 minutes without an and. Stay on point for 10 minutes and have a conclusion within 10 minutes. I challenge anybody to do that because I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I actually love their video, Ryan especially because he actually made me laugh a lot in FNT. I know he actually said most of the time that it's a character, but I know a little bit is true. So that makes me laugh a lot because every time you actually hear it, like, okay, I can understand his point. It makes sense. It's not good, but it makes sense, and I'm kind of happy to actually hear him. And most of the time, I actually have to say when I watch his like 5 or 10 minutes video, he makes a lot of sense, and that's hard right now. So yeah,
Nike. What are you talking? Lady Gravemaster says, "Good thing Nike can't see these streams." Well, they're about to. Well, I don't think they can. Tell Nike to release the 4-year-old girl who's chained to the table while she's making.
No, because LeBron needs his Nikes. LeBron needs Nikes. He's not gonna let her go.
Yeah, right. All right, so we got to wrap things up. But hey, what's up? Is that Mark?
Hey, yeah, it's Mark.
Hey, Mark
D with a C.
Hey, man.
Hey, guys. Glad I snuck in here at the last second. We're going to take the family to see Spider-Man No Way Home. So.
Oh, yeah.
So, have a great time, man.
Looking forward to that. So even my wife, who's a not normie to me, but she's a great person, but a normie, and she's like, I got to go see this. I'm hearing it's great. So looking forward to seeing that with the family. Yep. So, it's just shows you how much pull that movie has with Spider-Man versus the Eternals, right? Look at the IP and what a great job they did, and everyone wants to see this movie.
Sorry, guys. Spider-Man's about to beat Endgame, and Last Jedi. It's about to pass it up.
Damn straight.
You mean Infinity War?
Domestically.
It's that charm, it's that charisma, it's that feel good factor. It's just got that factor.
I just have to say one thing. The second that he actually appeared, Andrew Garfield, we actually hear like, oh yeah. When Tobey Maguire appeared, everyone screamed, even me. And I was like, okay, yeah. And that's needed. We need to actually listen to fans because fans want something. And when they want something, they actually give you money. That's all.
It's pretty simple, so they won't get it. They will learn all. They'll go, oh, it's the cameos. So they're gonna put a bunch of cameos in. Then when DC releases Flash and it has a 70% drop.
Don't start me with Flash.
Batgirl,
Batgirl, the new Batman, and Supergirl, the new Superman.
When it has a 70%,
how many movies is Michael Keaton gonna be in now?
When it has a 70% drop off in the second week. The Warner Brothers staff will be this will be the next CEO to get fired. Will be wondering what happened, and maybe somebody should bring up that maybe you should put your Batmen in the Batman movie and not a Flash. Not one with Ezra Miller's.
That would work.
And I've been critical of Tom Holland, but I'll watch 1,000 Tom Holland films before I watch 5 minutes of Ezra Miller. So
yeah.
All right, guys.
But we get 2 Ezra Millers.
Yeah, we got 3. We've already got to get 3
not
because
an
they want to
improvement.
put a lot of Ezra Miller.
We get the multiverse, right? Yeah.
Okay, let's be honest.
was playing Supergirl.
If anyone actually read the comic and watched the movie, they already know how they're gonna go. But we know this is gonna be a shit show. Sorry,
well,
it's a reality.
It's not going to be Flashpoint because they're not going to have Thomas Wayne, so they're just going to have Batman in it.
Ezra Miller was a big miss.
That was a great story. God damn it! It actually made me cry because it made sense inside that world.
Yeah, you won't get that. It's not going to be good.
All right. So, anybody want to plug? We'll go around the horn real quick. Anybody want to plug anything? This is going to go public on Nerdrotic Live,
Just
right?
sort of a Jack Murphy joke. Sorry.
Besides Jack Murphy, I mean, he does approve of Superman Red and Blue, by the way. That's his favorite comic. Draco.
Well, I'm always plugging my friends like Rambling Canuck. He's doing his what?
You're always plugging your friends, man.
Yes, I'm plugging my friends all day long. Can someone find Cosmic Fusion and have him clip that, please?
Yes.
He probably already did clip it.
Well, he's not here right now, but I'm sure if this goes public, he will find it and it'll be used against me ad infinitum. Yes.
Yep.
So, yes, Foul Ball Productions, I always hang with those guys because my takes are shit, but when I stream with other people, at least I get leavened. And Rambling Canuck, I wanted to plug him because he was or I would want to plug his show because he was going to do a special with a guy he was a history guy. He does this Rambling Canuck on YouTube. He does this history with R&R show, and he's got a guy on there who's basically a history professor. He's been trying to get on forever. And I was wondering if that was today or Monday. But if you look up Rambling Canuck, he deserves a sub. Sometimes I sing karaoke with him for the heck of it. And but also always plug in Fall Ball Productions because I always love hanging with Matt and the guys over there.
Excellent. Thanks, Draco. Stetson's Gold. Who are you plugging?
I got a very, that air freshener bottle, if I held it at a certain angle, you would have to take down the stream. Yeah. I have a small channel, Stetson's Gold. I'm experimenting. Just got this new setup, so that's great.
Nice.
Just, get talking games, films, and hopefully building up for that. I would love to live stream just because I love. One of my favorite things is people coming together. I'm not a particularly well organized person. I've got to get better at that. But I love bringing different people together, and I'm a bit wary of echo chambers. So I do like it when there's disagreements. I think Ryan Cannell and Jeremy have got arguing down to an art form. They can just talk shit and not have it be this big thing, but just have it just like it's over and done with. It's really good. And I would just like not so much love that, but just like bring people together and hang out and discuss things. I definitely need to reach out.
Dude,
more.
if you're gonna do that, just send me a text, send me something, and I'm gonna be there. I love to talk to people. So
I love you, Zanzoltan.
Same to you, man.
Thanks. That's it. Is it okay if I mispronounce your first name? Sorry. Is it Jace?
Yes, it's Jace.
Jace Fox.
I based my name on Jason Solo since I'm a big Star Wars guy.
Love it.
No, but yeah, I'm Jace Fox. You can find me on 540 Studio. That's my channel. I have some co-host. I have a co-host named Chris, a really great guy. He knows a lot what he's talking about. So we have our Beyond show, and this year we're gonna have 2 shows a week, and we're gonna do more movie reviews and get more guests on. We had Mike Barron on our channel, Chuck Dixon.
Nice.
They are good friends of our channel. And me and Mike Barron actually have talked about at some point when I get my company on place, we might do a Badger movie with my company.
Nice. Excellent.
So yeah, and you can find me on Midnight's Edge and Mead, Pop Culture Minefield. And yeah, I'm popping here and there sometimes. And I just want to say it's an honor to be here. I've been watching you for such a long time, so I'm finally happy to meet you. And I want to say to the fellowship, like before we end streams, I always have one thing that I always say is life's too short, make the most of it. And everyone on this panel and everyone in the whole fellowship, we thank everyone in the chat with the bottom of our hearts. If it wasn't for every one of you out there, we would not be in here today. So thank you so much.
Well said, my friend. Well said. Thanks for being here. Enzo.
I don't have anything myself. I'm just a regular fan. I just slapped some stuff together when I was building a new computer and figured I'd come on and say hi.
Nice. That's good enough. Thanks for coming in. Hope to talk to you again.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Insanity Methods.
Hello. I don't really have anything to plug either. Like Enzo, just a regular old fan.
There you go. Too bad we didn't hear that out of Jack Murphy, unfortunately. Thanks for being here, Insanity Methods.
Jack Murphy had his wife.
Yeah.
So did everyone else.
Oh my God, that's 3 in a row. That was good. Well done. Well played, gentlemen. Storm Tracker Joe.
Just a fan, freezing up in northern Wisconsin. Nothing new. So thanks, guys.
Northern Wisconsin. I'll be in Wisconsin this summer. Storm Tracker, summer 2022. I'll be there for a couple months. So
what part?
Sheboygan.
Oh, east side.
I love that name.
Hour from the Twin Cities.
Okay. So you are up there. Yeah, you were cold. You're definitely cold.
-5 right now.
Oh, that's a balmy -5 up there.
Yeah, I know. It's southern. Yeah, going to church it was -40. So yeah, it was a little cold.
Wow. Hey, and you went anyway. So
yes,
there you go. You are good with the Lord, and that's all we care about. Zen Zoltan, anything you want to? When are you going to start your channel? When are we getting 5 videos a day?
I'm going to try to make some videos, but I just want to say 2 things. First one, I'm going to thank Pierre Chan for the Christmas, actually, like little video for the FNT with the Dan Bass song. It actually made me cry and laugh at the same time. It was awesome. He's a great guy. I know he makes videos just to make us laugh, but that one really struck my heart. And I know Jeremy too, because I actually see him too. That's just like leave some cheers right there. And the second thing I want to thank is every one of you, because every time that I come here, I actually have so much fun actually talking to every one of you, because I'm from Argentina and sometimes I make really bad mistakes around the English language, and I try my best to learn every day a little bit more. So I always thank to have the opportunity to be here, because I have so much fun and nothing else. I'm going to try to make some videos around it, because I made my fucking, how is it called? The year, I can't remember the words. Sorry. I promised myself that this year I'm going to start making videos and I'm going to start making a lot of things more. So
good.
Thank you, Gary.
Good. And your English is better than half this country. So don't.
Yeah. Better than mine.
Better than mine. Cash.
You just keep making videos and.
Yeah.
I'm going to try.
You'll figure it out.
There's no try. Do. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Cash. How are your Chiefs doing, Cash?
I'm about to jump in the shower and catch the second half because the Bengals caught up. There's 27-24 Chiefs. I have nothing to plug. I'm looking forward to the next big meetup. Give us some dates soon, please. And also, I just want to brag a little and show off. That's the new guy, my fucking
Oh, nice.
Nice, man.
Looking good.
Hang on, let me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Got him one today.
I'm gonna
Look at
that
that.
is awesome.
Oh, look at that.
I love the comic book versions. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
The 90s version, the blue and golds were fucking amazing.
Yep.
Oh.
Hey, I can't say go Chiefs because my son's still a Charger fan, so go Bengals. But
it's fine.
I love you. Mark, I don't care. They're going to win anyway. I mean, freaking Chargers. Hey, I at my last meetup, that's when we fucking blew it with you guys. We were up a touchdown, and then you guys beat us in overtime. So,
yeah,
Chargers. Mark D with the C.
Thank you. Great to meet you. Before I promote/plug anything, a buddy of mine from college, his house burned down in Colorado a couple days ago.
Oh yeah.
So he's got a GoFundMe. I don't know if it's appropriate, but to link that. But if not, just anyone who search out any GoFunds for Colorado, if that's okay. If I could put that in the chat.
Please put it in the private chat.
Chat.
I will link it. In there.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Before I hate, as much as I'd love to promote stuff, but just, for a buddy like that, just I put on Facebook the other day and just see, he's like, my house is gone with his family, and he's been battling. The guy is battling brain cancer for the last few years. So it's just, I hope
so sorry to
it's
hear
a better
that.
year, but it's, but this community has been great. I've had some tough times, and a lot of people have some tough times, and it's been really fantastic to meet a lot of people. So really, and Gary, you've been awesome. I remember the first time I turned on your channel, I said, how the heck does that guy have so many toys, even more than me? So, but you've been a real, everyone here streamed with a few guys here. It's been a lot of fun. So I've got a channel I started, you were one of the inspirations. I stream a lot with Cloudbrain Time. So I've got a show tonight, Sunday Night Geekery, and we just talk about pop culture, toys. I just got the new Playmobil Enterprise. I'll be reviewing that, but so just appreciate checking out.
That's nice.
Checking out my channel. The wife was not so happy with that when she saw that how big that was. She said, "That's going in your office."
Luckily, she's a Star Trek fan, and she was happy to see it. And somebody
here, it's right.
Sent that to me.
If I can grab the. This camera works here. If I can, there's the.
It is sweet.
That is sweet though.
This comes from a person that actually has a girlfriend for 6 years, and she actually always hates that I bought new consoles every month. I get a new console every month, and she hates me for that. And I will still keep buying consoles. So
buy.
Yeah. I was gonna say
Sorry, ladies out there, but that's part of Zen Zoltan. That's part of his personality.
No. She actually understands it because she likes to collect actually like tools, like construction tools and any kind of tool that she actually use because she's a electronic technician. So yeah.
Cool. I got my master replica Enterprise. I'll be finally showing off in my studio. So
nice.
My wife couldn't get mad about the place going because I had that one. Oh, dude, there's a one.
You're pretty good.
Yeah. Hang on, Stetson. I'm gonna focus in on that.
Oh, that's awesome.
As you wish.
Oh, the mask is
do not touch.
too.
Oh, wait.
I love The Mask. It's such an underrated movie. All right, folks, we're gonna wrap it up.
Oh, nice.
Peace out. And yeah, you're all going to be public in just a matter of moments. Everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Jennifer. Man of War 665, Piola in there, Mila, and all the rest. Null Unit 60. Have a great day, everyone. Hail to the Fellowship. And all who want are lost. And may the wings of liberty never lose a feather.